Here we go. Are we live? We are live. Ciao. What up, everybody? Welcome to Fishy Hour. It is Monday. It is Fish Report Monday. So be ready. Let's do some call-ins, guys. Come on. You guys gotta call in and let us know what's going on with your fishing. What you've been up to. I think Coach is gonna call in today, give us surface temperatures. And we'll see if we can get Captain Scotty on here too. What up, everybody in the chat? I see Salty Dangler in the house. Let's go. Hider, I'm almost ready. What up, Eric? I saw your message about the tournament. It's not until this Saturday coming up. It's not this. It wasn't the last Saturday. It's coming. It's this coming Saturday. You see that? See that? That's from smashing the keys on the Street Fighter. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. I see Roy. What up, Roy? Oh man, can't wait. Valley Girl, like that button, gents. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Hider. Let's see. Where's my cool fishing emotes? All right. 100%. Cool. 100% liked. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, just 110%. 100. Was it 120%? Let's see. Ooh, what up? I see Tyler. I see Leonard. I see Coach. Awesome. 5 people in the stream. Is that what it's showing for you guys? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll make the best of it. Oh no, there it is. Weird. That's like showing 2 different numbers. Strange. Anyway, welcome to the show. Oh yeah. All right, what to talk about? There's lots of stuff we can talk about. First, let's do the drink. Start the show right, and crack this drink open. I didn't set up a second mic for this. I'm gonna set up a second mic for Wednesday so I can outdo Brian, guaranteed. Here it is. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard, and 1 being the worst, rate this pop top. Ooh. Splashed it a little bit too. I forgot to boost the mic. Ooh, 8.9. What up, Tyler? Street Fighter wounds, exactly. Cool. 6.7, 7.5. All right. Okay, so we'll have a lot more details about the... Man, I splashed the screen too. We'll have a lot more details about the tournament with Brian on Wednesday. But just know that it's happening on Saturday, San Diego Bay. And it's going to be about 2 hours long. It'll be part of our normal session, part of our normal fishing session. And then while we're in the fishing session, we're going to pick the range of time with the best current, like the most current, for better fishing, and that's when we'll run the tournament. I think this time we're just gonna do whatever gear you have. We're gonna do 3 longest fish, 1 largest fish by measurement, and 1 heaviest fish. So if you don't have a scale, it's an extra motivation to get your scale. You have a week to get your scale. I just got mine. Actually, I think it should be in the mailbox now. It was weird. It was supposed to come like yesterday, and then I got a notification that it wouldn't show up until next week, and then I got a notification that it's on its way. So, yeah, it's weird. Anyway, I hope I have it by then. But I got the super nice one like Brian. So very cool. I'm gonna start off with what happened in my fishing this week, and then we can go from there. If you guys want to call in, I'm gonna put the number on the screen. Feel free to call in, get on the show, have some fun. Let's see. You guys pretty much all talk with me on Discord anyway, so you guys know that I don't bite and I won't ask you weird questions. There we go. Oh, that's a Twitch. That's a Twitch brand. RomanCastro.com/Twitch. I know all you guys already know where that is, so here we go. Phone number. That's a number to call. if you want to call in and be part of the show and share your fishing report. Cheers. Happy Monday. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Excuse me. Okay. So, is that right? Fishy hour share? I don't know if the bot is active or not. Okay. So, Friday night. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. Come watch Fishy Hour with me right now. There's the link. Copy that and paste it somewhere. Copy that and share it somewhere. And hopefully we get some more people in here. Okay. I think the show is slowly going downhill because I don't know. I think the frequency is not there, so I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. So for me, a lot of you guys were out there on Saturday. It ended up being about 8 or 9 kayaks at one time, but overall it was about 12, 13 vessels in and out. Some of them left early, some of them started late. So for the most part, we maintained about 9 vessels, including Brian's boat. We went out to the secret spot and had a good time. I think everybody had hoop nets. And while the hoop nets were soaking, we were fishing and trying just a bunch of different baits. I got super lucky, and the 2 nights before on Wednesday, Bo and I dove that area, and so I had an idea. So at night, and I could see all these big calicos that were like in the rocks, like hanging out, like sleeping. So I figured, or maybe not sleeping. I don't know. I don't even know if calicos sleep. That's a good question for Coach. Anyway, they're in the rocks, and I was like, well, these things look huge. So underwater, guys, it looks 20% bigger. So, and even then, I thought these things were already pretty big. So like anyway, so I was like, okay, well, maybe we can catch those the next time we come out here. So I got really close to the rocks, and I was casting all along the rocks, and sure enough, guys, I got like a decent calico. It's probably like I think we weighed it. Brian weighed it. No, actually, I told Brian where to cast because that's where I saw this big calico before when I was diving, and then Brian casted there a couple of times with bait and stuff, and then he finally caught one. It was a pretty good size one. And after he caught that one, I figured, okay, I'm gonna go fish that area now. So I went back and fished that area, and I ended up catching a bigger one. That thing came out to like, I think it was 18.5 inches and 3.3 pounds. Or actually, I can't remember what the scale says, if it's 3.3 or 3 pounds, 3 ounces. I'll have to ask Brian. But that's my biggest, that's my heaviest, that's my biggest calico by weight because I don't weigh my fish, right? But that's my biggest calico by weight. So 3.3. And then after that, I caught like another 16-inch calico and another like 15-inch calico after that. And dude, the fights on these guys was amazing. It was super good. Super good. What up, Coach? What up, Andrew? Welcome. Just got back from Catalina. Got my limits on bonito, all the Colt snapper, and 18-inch calico bass. Boom. There you go. Did you weigh that calico bass, Andrew? There you go. Hyder says 3.29. I'll have to check the stream, Hyder. Do me a favor, guys. If you're in here, hit that like button so YouTube gets a signal to share it out with other people that are subscribed to the channel. Thanks so much. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know you released it, but did you weigh it before you released it? Cool. Okay, so that's the issue that's the announcements for the Saturday tournament. Okay, it should be fun. If you guys, I don't know what we're doing for prizes yet, but it should be fun. Anyway, the actual event will probably be about 2 hours, a 2-hour chunk of the best current during a normal session. So it should be fun. That way you don't have to worry about showing up early Well, it depends. Let me see. Let me check the tide. Well, actually, you know what? I'll take a long time to check the tide. What up, Zach? Welcome. Wasn't sure if you were streaming tonight because I don't see the thumbnail earlier. What? Yeah, I should be. I think I set it up like at 6:45, dude. I slacked. What up, Captain Dan? Entertaining my boss tonight with sea bass ahi and tri-tip. Ooh, dang. I haven't had tri-tip in a long time. What up, Doug? I saw you in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been crazy, dude. Like, so then the rest of the session, with the whole point of going out there was to get lobster, right? So, a lot of people actually, I think Bo got one lobster. Bo got a lobster. Got some crabs, some lobster, some claws, and I ended up getting 2 lobsters. And I'm not sure if anybody else actually got lobsters, but like actually keepers. I got 2 keepers. I got a bunch of little ones. It's just a cool experience, the hoop netting thing. I dabbled in it last year a little bit. This year, it's a lot of fun. How do you prepare them? I'm pretty basic, dude. Like, I like my wife likes it, and my kids like to eat it too. So, the kids like to make lobster rolls for them. So I just take the lobsters, I basically remove the tail, and I split the tail the long way, and remove the intestine tract, and then I pretty much just like throw it in the broiler, and I'll either put this is weird. I'll put like bacon fat on it, which makes it taste even more amazing. I keep my bacon drippings in a little jar, so I have bacon grease in the fridge, and I take a little bit of bacon grease onto each little section of the tail. Like I'll put like a little dollop, and then, what up, Martin? Welcome. And then what ends up happening is it basically gets fried in bacon in the broiler in its own shell. And yeah, everything goes better with bacon, exactly. And then after that, once it's all cooked and fried, then I put some butter on it. And then before I put butter on it, I actually cut it up and into like just little chunks. And while it's still warm, I'll throw in little pieces of butter, and I mix it up, and then that becomes kind of like the buttery, the butter delivery system. And then for the kids, they like mayo, so I'll put a little bit of mayo in there too, a little bit of salt. Man, my mouth's watering. And then I'll take that, and depending if they want a small or a large, I'll rip off one of those Hawaiian sweet rolls. You know what I'm talking about, the ones in the orange package. I'll do one, or I'll cut off two at once, and then kind of just slice it with the bread knife, and then put a bunch of lobster meat in there. They love it. My little one's like, "Oh yeah, can I get some lobster meat on the side?" I'll have the lobster sandwich, and then I'll have some meat on the side. So they eat it up pretty well. Bacon grease fried breaded sargo. Ooh, interesting. That sounds good, Coach. Sounds good. But yeah, that's basically how. Yeah, King's Hawaiian sweet rolls, exactly. King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. That's how I roll, dude. That's how I roll. King's Hawaiian sweet rolls is how I roll. # not sponsored, but hey, I'm down. Even though they're not keto. Right now, I've been off keto for like about a week. I've been eating a bunch of stuff. I feel with all the diving I've been doing and all of the swimming and stuff, I'm burning a lot of calories. So, just a quick update on the dive group. A couple of the people that were in the dive group got busy, so they couldn't come out with us the past couple of weekends. But last weekend, Bo and Selena hit was it 33 feet of free diving depth, which is pretty cool in La Jolla. And then we went again this weekend on Sunday, and they were clearing great. They were doing awesome. So we dove around, checked out some cool structures, and looked around for lobsters. And then we went to a deeper area. We went out to the actual kelp. So you know how we go and make bait when we get on the kayaks. We go to La Jolla. We go past the MPA, or the protected area of the cove, and then once we're past that buoy, we get to the actual kelp, and on the edge of that kelp is where we can try to make bait, right? So we swam out there. The funny thing was like on the way out there, you know how seals like to do the they like to float on the surface and on their side and just have one fin up like this. If you look at it like from the water level at like a distance, because the waves are moving, right? It looks like there's a fin right there. It looks like there's a fin. So I don't know if Selena's okay telling me the story, but I'm gonna tell a story anyway, because it's pretty hilarious. I knew what it was when I saw it, because I know that seals like to do that, hang out on their float on the side and put their fin up. And so I looked at Selena. I was like, hey, look over, look what I was like, hey, look what's that? And it was like slow motion. She looked over, and she looked back, and she was like, and I was like, it's a seal, it's a seal. I didn't want her to freak out, but it was hilarious. Anyway, it was a good outing. So that was the beginning of the outing, and then after that, we made it out to the kelp, and we're at the kelp, and we're diving around, and then what is it? I see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can share some of this video, dude. I don't even know if it works. Here we go, messing up by doing live modifications while we're live. Appreciate watching the stuff that's underwater. So let me see if it's gonna work here. How can I do this? How can I do this? Okay, here. Let's see if it's gonna work. Oh, am I still on? Oh no, my show's dying. No. Hello. Oh yeah, I'm back. Okay. That took a toll on the processor. Oh, Selena, what up? Hope it's okay that I told that story. Are we back? My computer didn't like when I put that memory card in it. Salt and old pliers equals bad times. Exactly. I really like fluid. Cool. Hey, Selena, since you're on. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. Are we back, guys? Yep, all good. Okay, cool. Selena, is it okay for me to share some of the video that I shot? It's like I haven't edited it, but I thought it would be cool for people on the stream to see the what is this? To see what's under the kelp, to get a look at the fish and stuff. We're back. Yes, great stuff for pliers. Okay, yeah, cool. That's so funny. Very cool. Let's see. I think it's loading up. Here we go. Let's see. What up, Carter? Welcome to the stream. Looks like La Jolla's been fire lately. Anyone been out or it's going out this weekend? Yeah, the visibility is really nice. There was a lot of bait, a lot of mackerel. It was cool. We didn't see white sea bass this time, but it was very nice. Interesting info. What up, MFC? What up, Give Dog? What up, Cal? Welcome. We're gonna watch some videos of these guys freediving the other day. So this is on Sunday, and I don't know. I'm just kind of mixing it up. If you guys think this is like weird and you don't want to watch people dive, I understand. We'll stop doing it. Coach, also when you're ready, we can let me know. Give me some heads up that you're okay to call in, and we'll do that call in. Okay. Let's see if we could do this here. All right, so there's part of the screen. Let me figure out which one to do. Let's see. All right, am I on the screen? I'm not even on the screen. Okay. Oh man, this is more complicated than I thought, guys. Right, here we go. There we are. I didn't even pick any out, so let's just see what happens. Oh, this is not even from this day. Yeah, it's not even from that day. What's going on? Oh yeah, here we go. Kelp selfie. See if you guys can see this. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so that's in place. This is gonna go over here. Okay, cool. All right. Let's find the one where we guys gonna do a drop. Okay, this is Bo actually, guys. This is Cake. So I told him, I said, all right, you've been getting down there. Take the camera with you on this next run, and let's get your perspective. So there he is, going down. There's me on the surface waiting for him. Hey, where'd you go? And there's Selena. And there's a stick. I think this is like maybe like 20, maybe like 30 feet. See, the water's pretty nice. It's not as murky as it usually is. Yeah, I think that was like about 30-foot drop. You hear the camera equalizing. Let's do another one. Let's do trying to get. There's this one where Selena goes down pretty deep. Let's see this one. Nope, that's not it. Oh no, I closed the window. No. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch this one. And then we'll stop talking about these dive things. Hold on a second. Details. Maybe this one. Nope. Maybe this one. Oh, I see. There we go. So there goes Selena down to. Oh, nope. That's not it. Bail. Okay, this one. There's some fish right there. There's a bait. Look at that bait. Just hanging out, making its way through the kelp. Oh, here we go. This is it. All right, there goes Selena making the drop. There she is. All the way down. Look at her. All the way down. Yeah, 45 feet, baby. Touch and go. There she is. Okay. Oh, I tried to show my watch, but I think it's All right. Enough of that. Good job, guys. Anyways, just wanted to share because I'm excited. I'm really proud of you guys for hanging in there and going for it. These guys were just these guys were just snorkeling before. So now they're like ready to take their dive class, I think. Ready to take their dive class. They're gonna do great in the dive class. And what's cool about that is it's gonna open them up to receive more of the information that they're gonna get in the class, because they're not gonna be worried about doing everything at once. So they got the diving down. Now they're gonna learn more like safety protocols and physiology and what's happening to your body, why do you feel those things, and all that kind of stuff. And it's gonna be easier for them to retain more of that information because they're not gonna be freaking out because they're not even used to being in the water. They're used to being in the water now. They're used to diving. So anyway, thought it was cool. It's just one other way that I like to like help people or like teach people. I wouldn't call it teaching. It's more like guiding, I guess. Not guiding, because guiding sounds bad. Guiding is like need a permit, right? But it's just free diving, so it's friends helping friends. So neat. That's like, what's the likelihood of getting the bends or something like that? Very rare, because when you free dive, you're not breathing compressed air. You're breathing on the surface and you're taking air down with you. So you're compressing it and decompressing it as you go down and up. The only situation where I've heard people get the bends while freediving is if you're doing multiple drops to like lower to deeper than 70 feet and you're not doing a long enough surface interval. So yeah, anyway, a surface interval is basically if you're down for like 30 seconds, you want to stay on the surface breathing normally for a minute. So twice as long as you're down. That's what you call a surface interval. But if some people are diving deep, like over 70 feet or 60 feet, and they're not doing a long enough surface interval, in other words, twice as long as they've been down, or maybe 3 times as long as they've been down, before they dive again, then you could potentially get the bends, but it's very, very rare. What's up, guys? Just launched in San Diego Bay. What? Jet? Cool, dude. That's a fishing report. All right, cool. It looks like Coach Werf is ready. So before we get Coach Werf on here, does anybody have any questions about anything that I've talked about so far today? About the outings, about the tournament, about anything that I've mentioned in the past, or any kind of thing that's come up with your fishing over the past couple of weeks? Any kind of issues that have come up? Baits, knots, fishing situations that you came across that you don't know how to fish, throw it in the chat and we'll help you figure it out. Okay. So that's what's up. That's the whole point of the show, right? Well, now it is. What's your deepest dive? Eric, my deepest dive is 97. 97 feet is my deepest dive. And so close to being 100 feet. That's my goal for the year still, to get to 100 feet. Yeah. What up, John? I missed a few sessions. What is a tournament? Okay. So real quick for John and for anybody that just jumped on. Oh, that rhymed, I think, right? We're going to do a mini tournament like we did last time with a small rod challenge during our Saturday session. So we're still going to do a normal Saturday session in San Diego Bay. But Brian and I are going to pick the best tide swing or the best section of tide and going to give it, and we're going to do a 2-hour window, and we're going to fish for a bag of three spotted bay bass measured on the hog trough, whoever gets the most inches, and then also one largest fish by inches, and then also one heaviest fish by weight. So that way you guys can start using your scales too. Okay. And if you don't have a scale and you don't want to participate in the weighed version of the contest, that's fine. You have your hog trough, so you can just participate in the measured portion. Okay. The whole thing with like doing these little events and having some fun is to get you guys out there, having some fun, and give you guys an excuse to fish. You probably don't need one, but I'm trying to keep it to where it's like we don't have to go buy stuff every single time, right? Like, yeah, you can have a scale. It's an option. You probably should have a scale anyway. And it is a little bit of incentive to buy a scale, but you don't need it, right? I feel kind of guilty still about making you guys buy small rods. So I'm trying not to make you guys spend any more money on stuff just for a tournament. So it's fish whatever gear you have. Yeah, so it's fish whatever gear you have. Okay. Mic check. Popcorn. Hey, Captain Dan, is my audio synced? I think it looks a little bit off, but anyway. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, let's see, Coach. I'm ready when you are. So wait for Coach for Coach Werf to call in. Coach Werf in the house, guys. He's also on YouTube. His channel is Werf TV, WERF TV. You'll see him in the chat. Go look for his channel. Go subscribe to his channel. Look at that, guys. We're like, I haven't even put out a video since 5,000, and we're already at almost at 5,500. It's crazy. Okay, I see Coach calling in. Hello. Hey, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Give me just to situate myself here.
Yeah, no worries. We got a live one, guys. We got one on the phone. Full screen.
All right. I think I'm ready right now.
Okay, let me adjust my screen over here. Okay. Oops. There it is. Boom. Okay, I think. Oh yeah, can you kill that Chrome OS?
Yeah, Mr. I got you.
Okay, I think we're set. Let me share that screen. All right, guys. Joining us is Werf TV, Coach Werf. Check him out on YouTube, and we're gonna go over the surface temperature charts. Let's see, Coach. Transition. Boom. We're in. We're on.
All right. First, I have rarely had the opportunity to crack an actual old one on this channel, so here you go.
Ooh, nice. Oh, very nice. Rate that pop top. Very cool.
Well, anyway, we're here looking at Fisherman's Landings totals for yesterday. Last time I did Point Loma sport fishing, but it looks like the fish really are in that 1.5 day range, so you're probably looking at 100 miles plus. Looking like limit style fishing on Dorado and Yellowfin for the 1.5 day range guys. So you're talking 100 miles or more, maybe.
Nice.
Of course, the multi-days are just absolutely putting the wood to them over and over. Saw one here with they were returning a 3-day. Here we go. The condor, the big bird on the water, returning this morning with limits yellowfin tuna, limits of Dorado, and 8 bluefin tuna for 24 guys.
Dang.
3 days. That is a lot of fish.
That's awesome. Hey, so Cal gave you a 9.8. Tyler gave you a 9.999. Zach gave you a 9.9. And Salty Dangler said, sounds frothy. What is it?
Natural ice, baby.
Nice.
So anyways, you can see here, for anybody that wants to go out, they actually are posting this for the first, well, not for the first time, but first time consistently in a long time, actually posting the outfits they recommend for the kind of fishing that's been being done. So you can see here 25-pound outfits for yellowfin and yellowtail, 40 to 60 for the mid-sized bluefin, 80 to 100-pound for the bigger bluefin. So they're actually going through it with you a little bit. They talk about hook size, number 1 to 2/0 circles, fishing bluefin on fly line rigs, sinker rigs, flat fall jigs. This is all more of the same. Again, I prefer the diamond jig. The flat falls don't cut it for me. I get bit great on a flat fall. I do not land fish well on a flat fall. Of course, they talk about everybody must bring a face mask, and you got to bring your own pillow and blanket. Blah blah blah. Anyways,
oh cool.
If you look at the San Diego dock totals, it's very different from just a week ago. So 633 yellowtail, 502 yellowfin, 333 bluefin, 199 dorado, 376 guys, which is still really nice.
Yeah, it was in the thousands before, right? Last
Yeah,
week?
we're not talking 2,700 yellowfin. So you heard me call that out last weekend.
Exactly.
So even though we're kind of in the slowdown time, this can be a great time to get on a boat because they're less crowded. You got less competition. The boats are going farther. So you have, if you have a little extra cash to spend on that 1.5 day or 2 day or 2.5 day, now's the time of year that can really pay off, or you can really just load the boat with all kinds of yellowfin.
That's awesome.
So anyway, that's just I'll whenever I call in, I'll try to feature one of the landings and their counts.
That's very cool.
We're going to start here with Temp Break as usual. Tempbreak.com. You can see the Southern California bite zone. This is an 8-day SST. 3-day looks far less reliable to me. Good cooling trend, but not really as reflected by. Bring it up just for reference. Here's the 3-day SST. I really doubt we have some 62-degree water in the middle of 73-degree water.
Wow, look at that. What's the purple?
That's probably cloud cover is really what you're looking at there. So that's what I'm saying. When in doubt, do the 8-day thing.
Cool. Oh, because the cloud cover averages out. That makes sense.
Yeah, because the cloud cover reflects some of that heat back towards satellites, so it's a little cooler. But I think we're seeing an overall warming trend right now, which is good to hear at this point in the game.
Weird, right? Is that normal?
Well, it can be. Sometimes we see warming trends. I mean, real warming trends even into early December.
Dude, look at that line right there. Look at that line right there at the Tanner. Is that cloud coverage or is that like?
I don't think so. This is the cold, dark end of the season out here to the west of this line.
Yeah.
It's been holding remarkably well for a long time, and that's not a bad thing. And that band of cooler water that was in here south of the 371, 425 out towards the Mushroom.
Yep.
Looks like it vaporized.
Yeah.
So we retained our connection to the mass of water to the south. So I think we're in good shape there. I think we're going to get another few weeks out of the season if we're lucky. For sure, at least a couple more, I think.
That's cool. So crazy.
Again, there's an art to this. I am not an artist. I interpret what I see in a more technical manner.
No, it's good.
So take my interpretations for what they're worth, please.
They're worth a lot. So just out of curiosity, how far in can you zoom in?
I can go one or two more. Oh, I can go. Okay, so it says no more. So that's as close as it gets.
Yeah, that's cool. And it's basically the same thing. It's just pixelated more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. Come on.
I shouldn't have messed around with that.
See how you are, Roman? You jack up the whole thing.
There it goes. There it goes. I just want to see if we can track like inside the bays and stuff right there.
Well, it's not there's not enough water there to really show. I don't think.
Exactly. Okay.
You can kind of see the inshore trend here. I mean, it's a little cooler inshore right now, a little warmer offshore. Same thing we've been seeing the last few weeks. So you can bet that cold water upwelling near the shore is being pulled into the bays at high tide.
Yeah.
Kind of interpret a little bit here.
Yeah. So see that little discoloration of the blue right where your mouse is, like LJ46. That blue and yellow transition or orange transition. What is that? Anything of note?
Well, sometimes it's going to be cloud cover because all right. So I mean, not to get too meteorological, not that that's a word, but so but when the breezes from the ocean hit the coast, they go up in elevation, which causes fog. So you're not going to be able to read that area too close to shore real accurately from an SST map.
Right.
I would say, you click on one of these, it'll give you the data for the buoy itself. It's going to be a little more accurate this close to shore than just looking at SST alone.
Right.
In my mind, SST gives you the overall picture.
Okay, got it. Yep.
So, I mean, we're looking out here. We're seeing water, 71, 72 degrees, maybe a little warmer. in our inshore, that's plenty warm enough to support tuna, marlin, all the stuff.
Crazy.
So, yeah. So we're still in good shape right now. I haven't heard of any big pushes of anything into the local water. Everything looks like it's in that 100-mile zone, which is a long way from the house. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's such a good phrase. That's a long way from the house.
A long way from the house. Or as close to home as when the skipjacks are a couple miles off the jetty, right?
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right, I'll let you continue. Sorry.
It's no problem. No problem. Anyway, we're going to ditch time break. We're going to go over here to Fish Track.
Yeah.
Not that it's cooperating with me because I have a piece of crap of a Chromebook. But we have a kind of a similar scenario here. A big band of cool water kind of moved north, and it warmed a little bit, it looks like. So, you're still looking at 70-plus degree water out here. See out here west of La Jolla, just a few miles. Have a nice body of 72, 73 degree water out there. Same thing we were just seeing on the 8-day SST. Cloud free.
Very cool.
This is Fish Track. We're going to switch to NOAA charts.
Those are nice ones. I like those.
Yeah. Real pretty, aren't they? They're just gorgeous. So we can see the magic line is still in mid-Baja, which is amazing to me this late in the game.
Yeah.
Usually you would see this retreating south and it would be pointing more towards Cabo long by this time.
That's interesting.
But we got the arrow pointing to mid-Baja right now, and you can see this nice chunk of water. We are well connected to a bunch of warmer water to the south. So I think we're going to keep seeing those pelagics.
Very cool.
If we go back and look at, where is it? Where are you? The one I was just on. No, that was that one. You go to this, you can see it a little better, but still, again, still looking at the same type of thing. We're still looking at 70-plus degree water well out onto the Outer Banks. And, I mean, even up north, you've got some
that's crazy.
68, 69 degree water approaching NorCal. I'd be real surprised if the boys out up there weren't absolutely murdering the albacore right now.
That's awesome.
I heard about a guy who, one of our local deckhands, shout out to you, Kerry, who went up north and he worked some albacore and they did real well.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
For the last few weeks. I hope you're okay with me saying that, Gary.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, no. I was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with it. He's like, no, yeah.
I hope he is too. He probably is. He's fine. He's a funny dude. And not that my Chromebook is working. Uh-oh.
There it goes.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're going to stop here at the forecast. We got light winds. Looks like no more than 10, 11 knots in the afternoon. We got swell less than 2 feet. Intervals of anywhere between 9 and 18 seconds, depending on whose forecast you look at. This is the official federal one. This is the clickable map that they have. So this is out here off the LJ46 someplace.
Yep. That's super
Times
cool.
now looking very, very good. Looking very, very good. We got low swell. We got long intervals. Good clarity. I meant to pull up the chloro chart, but the clarity looks pretty good for our local inshore. Looks, we got nice warm water, and now's the time. If you're going to capitalize on whatever chances you got, big calicos inshore or yellowtail off the jetties someplace or the shallow wreck stuff, now's the time.
Yeah, we're diving on Sunday, and it was at least 30, well, a hazy 30 feet, but you can still see the bottom at 30 feet from the surface. So,
Dude,
I mean,
30 foot's amazing.
I know.
For our local water, for sure.
So, and then once you got down there, like, it opens up. So it's very cool. I think, I'm not sure. I think you might have mentioned it, how that affects the fishing. Like they're able to see your bait from further away. Is that right?
Yeah, for sight predators, it's super critical.
So like like soaking a mac or like drop a loop or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, clarity helps the predators and hurts the prey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, since we had an extra couple of seconds we were talking about it, I'm gonna sneak this bad boy in here.
Cool, go for
As
it.
you can see, I mean, our local chloro count's real low, so no green water to deal with, none of that dark stuff. Lays down. Anybody that's willing to do either surf fishing or diving for the bugs from shore, or that inshore kayak thing.
Yep.
Now's as good a time. Now's the best chance you've had in the last 2 or 3 weeks with the conditions we have.
Super cool. Man, that's awesome. Okay, so do you gotta go, or do you have a little bit of time?
I've got time tonight.
Okay, cool.
No problem.
I'm gonna open it up for questions real quick. I'm gonna leave you on the line.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna switch over to main screen and go to the chat real quick. What up, guys? I see No Way. Welcome back, dude. John says, oh, Hatter's been listening, but now he's watching. Cool. What up? Okay, so Martin says, any forecasts on swell, etc. this week?
Swell looks real good.
There you go.
I don't see anything for any of our forecasts for anything within a few miles. It says that we have any swell higher than 2 feet at shorter than a 9-second interval that I've seen.
Very cool.
So,
no, makes sense.
I mean, if you got the chance to get out, I would.
There you go. You heard it from the coach. You heard it here. What up, Oscar? HTX Polestar in the house. What up? She Salty Dangler says, kayak thing in quotes, Coach 2020. Quoted you.
I ain't getting on the kayak probably ever again. I hate to disappoint you, so good luck to you.
That's awesome. Cool. So, Coach.
Yes, sir.
We're I don't know, we're about 10 minutes away from the end of the show. Do you have any interesting stories you want to share today? Just to spice it up.
I have plenty of stories.
What have you been up to? Actually,
switch over back to my screen real quick, and then we'll talk about my stories.
Okay, switching over. Ready? Coach. We're switched.
All right. So if you guys look, our local inshore was a lot greener over the last few days. It's clearing. It's clearing quick. Compare this to the 3-day, and we are in the money right now. I've heard. Here you go, Roman. How about some chisme for you?
Chisme, guys, means gossip in Spanish.
Yeah. So there's rumor that a serious, maybe one of the best in the last few years, surf perch bite is developing right now. So for those of you who are thinking about hitting the surf with the old shrimp chunks or the old camo sandworm, time may be right very soon for you all to practice your skills.
Just surf fishing, you mean?
Yeah, just surf fishing. Very for cool. The surf perch. The surf perch, there's been a couple really big ones taken the last few weeks that I haven't seen in the last 2 or 3 years. And this would be super early for them if they show up. If they show up in bulk, be ready to capitalize, because we haven't had a surf perch bite even as good as it's been the last few weeks.
Oh, wow.
In like 3 years.
That's cool.
It's not even the season for them yet.
So that sounds like a super fun thing to take the kids to do too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get chunks of your sandworm stolen, and it's a good time. And of course, the old morph, motor oil red flake rubs made either by Big Hammer or, you know what? I don't even know if Kalen's makes the surf perch grubs anymore, but those were one of the best lures ever for surf perch. Man, I miss that guy. He was such a good dude. But yeah, if you can find some of the old Kalen's grubs in motor oil black flake or motor oil red flake, that's a classic.
Very cool.
Thanks.
Very cool.
You want a story, do you?
Yeah. If you, I hate to put you on the spot, but if you,
I caught a fish wee hours on Saturday. I haven't caught in, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years maybe. I went out and I fished the Imperial Valley with John from Cast and Spear Channel.
Sweet.
Mostly just a chance to step away. It wasn't like we were really gung ho on footage, and I was kind of beat up and back hurt, and he was more interested in talking than fishing. So we just kind of jacked around out there. But
cool.
I caught a fish I haven't caught in a long time, maybe longer than 8 years, maybe 10 or more out there. I caught a mirror carp on Saturday morning. So for those that don't know, a mirror carp that's missing most of its scales and has a leathery skin over most of its body.
Oh yeah, is that what makes it a mirror carp? That's missing most of its scales.
That's what makes it a mirror carp. So it has weirdly shaped scales and
I know exactly
geometric arrangement.
Yeah.
The one I hauled up was bleeding everywhere, so I ended up. So I ended up retaining it, and I cut the fillets off for catfish bait, and
very cool.
I put the body into my garden. So I mean, there was no waste or anything, but it was just really weird to even see one because I haven't even laid eyes on one in I don't know how long. I caught a freaking mirror carp out there on Saturday morning. It was super weird. Super weird.
Oh,
I haven't seen one in forever.
Oops.
Yeah, I just sent you a picture. It's really bizarre. Yeah, there's my story for you. I only ended up with like 5 or 6 keepers, and he took 8. Cool thing is my 7-year-old caught his birthday fish, which was like a bluegill at this pond. But then when we got back, I did a catch and cook bluegill.
Oh, cool.
And he claimed half of it as his own because, quote, it's my birthday, and that was my birthday fish.
There you
go. I'm eating half. That's what he said.
Very cool.
It's funny.
That's good, though. That's good that he's like into it.
He hasn't been into it. Like the last few trips, he'd be like, no, I'm not going out there. It's dirty and hot.
Oh, wow.
Out there. This time he's like, yeah, let's go. Come on, let's go. So
he's like, I just want to get out of the house.
Definitely cool.
He's like, I just want to get out of the house.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's hilarious. What is Jesse has a question. So what's the best season for surf perch?
Well, usually surf perch season extends from November, mid to late November through, I want to say, March. Most years. The last couple of years, there really hasn't been a surf perch bite. The bird surf perch really haven't rushed the beach. It's been kind of like some crappy yellowfin croakers and maybe a few stingrays for the guys trying. I mean, it hasn't really been a perch season for a couple years.
That's cool.
I'm not saying that some guys haven't done well on surf perch the last couple of years. It just hasn't been a big push of surf perch onto the beach.
It hasn't gone off.
Yeah, like, you didn't see 10 guys all fishing the same day, just absolutely just in the wood to them.
Do people keep them?
Yeah, they are really delicious.
Okay.
I mean, there's no reason not to keep them. I mean, there's plenty of surf perch.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you catch a big fat female and she's dropping babies all over the place, you probably want to throw her back.
Yeah.
But
that's
if you catch one with sunken in belly, it means babies have already been dropped. The next generation's on the way.
Yep.
I would say I wouldn't feel bad about keeping a couple for the plate, and they're nice and firm. If you bleed them out, if you put them on some ice before you fry them,
it's already too much for me right there.
I'll cry a river for you. I can imagine you sweating, putting in the work there, Roman. I mean, like any fish, if you treat them right out of the water, they'll enter the pan a lot nicer.
Yeah.
The only real complaint I've ever heard about surf perch is they're kind of soft, and they're a little bit soft. But if you ice them down, you put them in the fridge, you put them in the freezer 30 minutes maybe before you fry them up, they're fine. They're delicious.
Cool.
They're real mild. The meat's tight grained. I mean, there's nothing to hate about a surf perch as long as you don't just throw it out on your counter for an hour before you put it in the fryer.
Very interesting. Cal says, gotta be careful with the garvid females. Those babies she drops will count towards your fish count. Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Oh,
if
very good point, Cal.
Female in your bucket and she drops babies in there, it can be counted against your overall total.
How many babies do they drop on average?
A bunch. It's a bunch. They can drop like anywhere between, I think, 8 and 32.
Oh, wow.
Is the number. That's what comes to mind. I don't know that that's true, but that's what comes to my mind from reading about this. I know that black surf perch can drop up to 40 something from what I've heard. So gives you extra incentive not to keep the gravid females that are dropping babies all over the place.
Is gravid the word for them giving birth?
Gravid is just before. Okay, so like snakes, there's no such thing as a live birth. So they don't give birth to them alive. They hatch out in eggs inside the female, and then she puts them out into the water as she goes. It's the same thing with rattlesnakes. There's never no such thing as a pregnant rattlesnake. Yeah. There's no umbilical cords or anything like that.
It's an egg, but it's retained.
It's an egg that's retained inside
inside
the female's body until it's ready to go out and be on its own. So when she feels it's ready, or sometimes when they're stressed, like when they're caught, they'll drop their babies.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It's like a panic thing. It's like a survival thing.
Yes, like, oh, I need to get the babies out of here before something bad happens.
Yeah.
Incidentally, if one of them does happen to give birth in your bucket, man, those little tiny surf perch are dynamo bait. Holy cow, they can really rack up some cat. You didn't hear that from me.
Just don't get caught. Yeah, don't use them as bait. Release them back into the wild.
But yes, if things should just happen to work out that way, they are an incredible bait. But yeah, I mean, it's common sense too, and I think the wardens also know, like, oh, this guy threw this fish in the bucket, and obviously,
But
again, if you get the warden that's having that kind of day, and he dealt with some complete tool bag before you. Yeah,
you don't want to leave it to like however they're feeling that day. Yeah.
Leaving it to interpretation is bad. Sure.
The cycle of life, the circle of life. That's right, Tyler. Baby surf perch in Halibut Creek. Baby surf perch is halibut crack. That's true.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, my biggest short fin corvina was taken on a juvenile surf perch. The white surf perch I caught that was like 3.5 inches long. Fishing off Ski Beach dock in like November or something.
Very cool.
I cast the thing out there as the middle of the night. Man, this thing's not getting hit for anything. So I reeled it up, and I noticed I had a loop in my line, and I had an old jig master, right?
Right.
Peeling line off and reeling it back on. I'm sitting there jaying off, and
I just really excited. Go for it. Keep going.
My rod just slammed against the dock. I'm like, what the? Anyways, I see this long fish in the light. I'm like, dude, it's a legal white sea bass. I am gaffing this thing and hauling it on. I sink the gaff and I pull it on, and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't a white sea bass. It's got fangs and it looks funny. Sure enough, it was a 29 3/4 inch yellow or short fin corvina.
Dang, dude, that's awesome.
If I'd have known that, I would have shaken him off at the water. But
what? Why you want to keep it?
Corvina meat. Well, anyway, I don't want to bash on anything.
What?
So.
Wait, hold on a second. There's a fish that you won't eat?
There's lots of fish I don't prefer to eat.
Okay. So Corvina is one of them?
Not very many fish I won't eat if it comes down to it.
But Corvina, you don't prefer it?
I don't prefer it, especially when they're big.
Yeah, interesting. Very cool. Salty's got a suggestion. So the best way to release the little baby surf perch, the best way to get them back in the water is with the 1 ounce torpedo and a small hook.
Yeah, that might be one way to go about it. I mean, I wouldn't. That might be unethical or something. I don't know.
No, but make sure it gets out there. That's good.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. There's not too many fish that'll turn out a freshly born surf perch. Not that I would know from personal experience or anything.
That's so funny, man. Cool. All right, so guys in the chat, if you have any questions for Coach, now's the time because we're getting ready to wrap this show up. If you don't, it's all right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming on Twitch. Hang out, Coach. Don't leave yet. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming on Twitch. We'll be fishing on the water. I'm going to take the hoop nets out again and hoop net for lobsters while I fish in between. I'm going to go check out a different area than I did last time. Still going to go to San Diego Bay probably, but should be fun. Should be a good experience. I'm looking forward to it. So that's what's going on tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Brian will be back for bait fishing with Brian and Roman, or Roman and Brian, whatever. And he's always got a good show lined up. He does a lot of prep work, so I'm looking forward to it. And then we'll talk more about the tournament this Saturday on Wednesday. And yeah, it'll be a good time. So, Coach, do you want to share anything else before you go?
Just something for you, Roman.
All right.
If Brian ever needs a Wednesday off, just let me know ahead of time, and I'll see what I can do about lining up. And we can do a Q&A with kelp bed fishing, or fishing out there west of the jetties, or Wreck Alley, or even just one thing that's really kind of sorely lacking is sort of a calendar for our local inshore.
Yeah.
I've looked around. I've tried to find one, but there's really not much information about it. So if you wanted to pick my brain a little about winter versus spring versus summer versus fall, transitional times, water times,
I think that would be.
I mean, you could pick my brain for 40 minutes easy.
Yeah, so, I think that'd be fun. I think that would be fun, especially now that we're trying to get into more. I think as a group, we've kind of been slowly exploring out of the bays a little bit, So, yeah, that'd be a good thing to do. Even if we just end up doing it on a Thursday, maybe we'll do like a bonus show one of these weeks.
I mean, just let me know. Yeah, let me know ahead of time, and we'll line it up. Or like I said, if Brian needs to take a break, or he wants to go with his family on vacation or something, I mean, I'd be happy to fill in on a Wednesday, or I can get other people to help me too if we need it. It's no problem.
Awesome. No, that's good. That's perfect. Cool. Well, good. We'll figure it out,
dude.
Go ahead.
On the Thursday I did with you, man, we didn't even talk about my big fish. We didn't even talk about the tropics. There was a bunch of stuff we didn't even talk about. So
I know exactly right. Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff we can still cover. So, we'll talk about it offline. But there might
problem.
It might even be room for you to do more stuff, like more segments maybe, or like even, because like right now Mondays seem to be working out. Maybe we'll extend it a little bit more, do kind of like what we're doing now, right? So,
okay,
you're kind of co-hosting right now, right? So you're doing the demo run right now. We just have to put like
whatever it takes.
I just have to make a little icon for the screen with like an avatar with a face mask, like a fishing gator, and it'll say like Coach via phone or something like that, right? So people are like, "What's this other voice I'm hearing?"
I mean, whatever it is,
Coach via satellite.
I was just throwing it out there in case you needed.
Oh, I know what I'm saying. I was
saying anything.
Coach directly from the Werf cave.
Facade decoration optional. Yeah.
So sweet, cool. Well, awesome, Coach. Thanks for calling in and doing the surface temperature stuff. That stuff is always great for us, and like also thanks for humoring me and sharing some stories and hanging out for a little bit.
Oh yeah, of course. And feel free to post that picture wherever you want, Discord or whatever. You put it in the chat or whatever. I mean, whatever you want, but.
Perfect.
It was super weird seeing my first mirror carp in my hand, and I don't know how long. It's been forever since I caught one of those, and that's a super weird, super rare fish.
Yeah, that's cool. That's crazy. But so there's no actual. It's not a different species. It's just a carp that's lost its scales, basically, right?
It's basically the result of extensive inbreeding.
Got it.
Over in the UK and in Europe, they line breed for that particular thing.
Very cool.
So over there, they took their double recessive or a double negative recessive trait. They breed for that. Over here, it's just whatever's wild. Out of the last couple thousand carp I've caught, that is only one that's anything like that. Crazy. Thousands and thousands of carp, and I haven't caught one like that.
Interesting. Cool. All right, Coach. Well, we're gonna hang up, and then I'm gonna wrap up the show, and then guys, we're gonna jump into Discord. So I'll probably see you in there.
All right, Roman. Take care of yourself, man. If anybody's got any questions, hit me up in Discord or hit up Roman and let me know.
All right. Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you.
Peace, man.
All right, Coach. Very cool. Okay, so I see some stuff in the chat. I'm so sorry that sounds not good. We'll talk about it in Discord, guys. If anybody wants to jump in Discord that hasn't been in there before, if you're going to come out and fish this on Saturday, you should be on Discord because that's what we use to communicate while we're on the water. And usually, we used to do this a lot. We haven't been doing this lately, but we're going to do it tonight. I'm going to jump in the Discord after this show and hang out and talk to you guys. We'll discuss the latest thing that just popped up in the chat. I kind of don't want to cover that during the show. So let's talk about that. And anything else you guys have questions about, I'll see you guys in there. If you don't know where our Discord is, let me put it in the chat for you real quick. Go to that link, romancastro.com/MMFC for Mad Max Fishing Club. Is it going to come up? Come on, Nightbot. Wake up. Nightbot is sleeping. Sleeping in the job. There it is. So that's the only way you can get on our Discord server is via this link. You need a special invite since our group is private. If you want to come in and hang out, join us. Just remember that it's like all my other stuff. It's with the utmost respect for everybody else in the group. As much as I would love to, we don't talk politics in there. We don't talk anything that's controversial. We just talk about fishing. And what happens in Discord stays in Discord unless I'm streaming from the kayak. Anyway, I'll see you guys in there. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Let's wrap this baby up. Happy Monday again, guys. Hope you had a great day of work and a good beginning to the week. I'll see you guys tomorrow live from the kayak on Twitch. romancastro.com/Twitch will take you to that website, and you can follow me there, and you'll get a notification when I'm live. Okay? Let's go back to this screen here. So shout out to Salty, Leonard, Eric, Jesse, Cal, Oscar, Martin, Hyder. Let's see who else is in here. Zach, Noe, John. Did I get everybody? Yeah, I got everybody. Well, Selena, of course, thanks for letting me share your video. Andrew. Already got Eric. Roy, if you're still on, thanks for jumping on. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in Discord. Hang out, talk about the latest craziness and anything else you guys want to talk about, okay? I'll be in there for like about, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So it should be good. I already had my wings, so I'm good. Thanks, Tyler. I appreciate that. Thanks, Coach. Good stuff. Happy Monday. Very cool, very cool. Okay. Let the music play out. Hope all is well. Stay safe. Wear your mask. And be, what is it? What's that from? Stay safe, wear a mask, and, oh yeah, be excellent to each other. Good night.